Morning.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How's everyone? Just give me 2 minutes. I'm just posting on Facebook and allowing more people to join.
All life comes to me with ease,
Joy and glory.
All of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. All of life, tell with me.
All of life comes to me with ease, joy, ease, and glory. All of life comes to me with joy, ease, and glory.
Comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory.
Okay, I was waiting for Pooja to finish. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was so lovely. Now, did all of you, there were a lot of people who said all of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. Did you say that with ease, or did you just say that? Let's learn to say it with the energy. I'm not saying what you said is wrong. Please don't get me wrong. I'm just telling everyone. There's a difference. There's a way we say it. So when you say all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. When you say ease, you say it with ease. When you say joy, you mean it's joyful and glory. And we don't just say like all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. It's more than that. It's the energy with which you say it. All of life comes to me. So everything that does not allow you to be the energy of what you're saying, just drop it on. Right, wrong, good, bad, what, walk, all nine shorts, boys and girls. Okay, so let's get started. Thank you so much. And so lovely to hear you guys using the tools. Is everyone ready to start today?
Yes.
Awesome. So today,
Good morning.
good morning. Does someone have a question? I'm going to mute everyone. There's like, um,
Hi Nithya, can I ask a question?
yes. Just give me 1 second. I'm looking to mute.
Okay.
Okay, so I've muted everyone. Yes. So Vijaya, you can ask your question.
I
Okay,
पूनम
go ahead.
जैसे अभी अगर हमारे घर में जो एल्डर्स हैं उनका कंट्रोल रहा अभी तक और आगे भी ऐसा ही चलने वाला है, तो अभी हमें बहुत घुटन महसूस हो रही है इस सब से और हम कोई भी चॉइस नहीं अपनी बना पा रहे हैं मतलब जो ऑप्शंस भी देते हैं उसमें वो वहां से मतलब नो में ही आता है आंसर कि नहीं, ये भी नहीं, ये भी नहीं, ये भी नहीं। तो अभी बहुत अजीब सी सिचुएशन हो गई है मेरे लिए, तो हाउ टू डील विद इट?
What can I be to be out of control so that I have ease with dealing with the situation? Everything that does not allow that, will you destroy it and create it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. I will give only questions. I definitely cannot give you advice on how to handle elders and kids, and they will do what.
Yeah, sorry, I'm late.
That's okay.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah.
So, what can I be or do different to have ease with dealing with all the elders in my house, and everything that does not allow that times of God's will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right,
Yes.
wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, poison. Follow your awareness. There will be ways in which you can get over it. What can I be so that they think that I'm completely listening to them, but I'm still doing what I like to do? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, poison. That will give you ease. They'll still think that you're listening to them, but you get to do what you want to do. Otherwise, if they think you're not listening to them, that will become another problem. So you can try
Yes.
questions. So,
Thank you. Thank you so much.
you're welcome. Lalita, did you have a question? Your hand is raised.
No. I just wanted to tell yes that everything comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. That's all.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. How does it get better than this? Okay. So someone is saying, I tend to share with my mother or some friends, and they end up telling that I don't know when will it change. I don't know what karma you've done. Should I express my problem to other people or not? If I want to reduce or not meet some people at all, what energy should I put? Right, wrong, good, bad, for all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Okay, what you resist will persist. If you say, I don't want to meet this person, you will end up meeting that person. So don't think about what you don't want. Is a simple solution that works. But if you keep on saying, this is not what I want, if you focus your energy on what you don't want, that will also grow. So everything that brought up and let down, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all shots, boys and beyonds. Okay. So what can I be or do different? To focus all my energies on what I truly desire in a way that will create greater for me and everyone else. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Okay, cool. About telling other people, it's not a good idea to tell other people what's happening in your life. You please read my book. It will answer that question on what happens when you tell people everything. So everything that brought up and led down for you, will you destroy it and create it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Okay. Okay, cool. So today I'm going to talk about motherhood. That's the topic that showed up for today. I'm just going to take a quick scan on who is there. Okay, so looks like most people are women. So we're going to talk about motherhood. Now, let me clarify, even if you don't have children, this will apply for you. So you don't have to have children to listen to today's call. And even if you're a male and you're not, there's no chances of you being a mother, it'll still apply for you, because it's something different, but it's something which everyone requires. Okay. So we're going to get into this energy of what is the energy of being a mother. It's a kind, caring, and nurturing energy. And we have to mother. So we have to nurture our own inner children. That's what we're going to talk about. You have to start nurturing yourself. It's not about your physical children. It is not about like I'm a man, I don't get to be a mother, I'm a father, but it's about how you nurture yourself, right? So just like Mother Earth, why do we call her Mother Earth? Because she takes care of us and she gives us all the kindness that we require. Right. So how many children do you all have? Little, lots, or megatons?
I have two.
Two? Okay. How many inner children do you all have?
Megaton.
Yeah. Lots or megatons. Right, wrong, good, bad, for frog, all nine shots. Boys and beyonds. So we're all having a lot of child parts of us. So there's a child part of you that is insecure. It is a child part of you that behaves finite instead of infinite. It's a child part of you that gets the jealousy or the anger. It is a child part of you that will also give you fun and joy. So that's why we have to be childlike with fun and joy, but not allow all the parts of you that are stuck as children to take your life over. And how do you handle these? How do you handle reactions? What is a reaction? When you react, are you being present or not? No. Yes, when you react, you're not being present because you're already doing something that you know in the past. That is a reaction. A reaction is something similar to what you've done in the past. It is not different. So when I react, who am I being when I'm reacting? Who are you being is someone of your past. That is your own inner children. So that's what we're going to see. How do you be there for those parts of yourself? When you catch yourself reacting or when you catch yourself getting triggered, what is the first thing you have to note there? You are not allowing you to be fully yourself. You've separated some part of you. And that part mostly belongs to the past. First, you have to do, who does it belong to? Like, it might not be yours. If it's not yours, it's a different story. But if it's yours, how do we deal with it? So, what can I be or do different? To be kind, caring, and nurturing to myself and give that part of mine whatever energy it requires to become an adult. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. What can I be or do different? To be kind, caring, and nurturing to myself, to be there for all those parts of me that require the kindness and nurturing in such a way that we become adults with ease. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. All the nurturing voids that I've had in my childhood because of my parents or my friends or my teachers that I'm still holding on to, that is not enabling me to become an adult of consciousness, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So, all those parts of me which I've separated from myself because I do not have the kindness or nurturing that I can be for myself, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. All the guilt, blame, shame, regret that I hold on to about being a mother or about not mothering myself and nurturing myself the way I could, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resigned, destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. All the anger that I have on my own mother that is making me behave the same way with my own children. And everywhere I've been rejected by my parents, that is causing me to reject myself and causing me to reject others. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So, what can I be or do different? To be kind, caring, and nurturing to myself so that all the separated younger parts of me are taken care of by myself. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive this, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. What invention am I using to not see the beauty, the kindness, and the caring and the nurturing that the earth provides me, that I've decided, and I continue to decide, that life is not good enough, and life is not kind to me, and life is unfair. So everything that brought up and let down for you, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resigned, destroy, and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Okay, how many of you thinking life is unfair? Still saying all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory, but after that life is unfair. So everything that brought up and let down for you, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So that will not, if you say all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory, and then later in the day you're like, oh, life is unfair, everyone is unkind, is the opposite of all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. So, so let's not do that. So what invention am I using to contradict whatever I say with what I think? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So if all the guilt, blame, shame, regret that I'm carrying from this lifetime and across lifetimes about not being a good mother to my children or to my inner children or to myself, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. What can I be or do different? To be there for myself, for every insecurity that shows up. To nurture myself, to let go of every insecurity that ever shows up today and this week. And everything that does not allow me to know, be, perceive, and receive, that will you now destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. What do I love about not being present and not being there for myself? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. And everywhere I've decided that giving up on myself and giving up on the younger parts of me is much more easier than being present and being there for myself. Will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resigned, destroy, and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. What do I love about being separated from myself? What do I love about being the victim? What do I love about giving up? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. What do I love about being separated myself so much that I can never acknowledge the greatness that I am? And even if I do, I dismiss it as soon as possible. So everything that brought up and let down for you, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. What do I love about being separated from myself? What do I love about judging myself that I can never acknowledge the greatness that I truly am? And even if I do, I dismiss it. So everything that brought up and let down for you, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
The thing is, like when we say, okay, oh, the greatness in us and we can make a difference. But sometimes you see when you're facing people with who are in a position of power, you know, they can be either your boss, your landlord. You really can't get done, certain things. Even they are doing it the wrong way, but somehow you can't get it done the way it should be done and which is in the benefit of the everyone. So what do you do in such cases? Like what clearing or what questions can you ask?
Have you decided they're more powerful than you?
They are. It's a see. By the way, I mean the reality is that, right? He is your boss or he is your landlord. You are not above them.
But they are also not above you. So interesting point of view. I have this point of view. So everywhere I have, you have given.
And I'm sorry, just a second. The thing is, sometimes it's not just about you. There has to be a collective. Like you cannot fight all the battles alone. In the collective, everybody is not speaking.
Why do you have to speak? You can fight the battle without speaking. Right, wrong, good, bad, what, all. Why is it even a battle? How much of gratitude can I be here so that all of them agree to whatever I want without me even asking? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive, that will you destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all, nine shots, poison notes. See, when I say they are more authoritative, the reality is they're more powerful. It's collective. I can't win this. What are you saying to the universe? Exactly what you say is what will happen. And then if you say, I'm saying amazing things like all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory, but still it's not working, you're not saying it with that energy. So we need to say what we desire with the energy. What does with the energy mean? Being the energy means I have faith that it will happen. So let's always ask questions. To change anything, we cannot think the same or say exactly what's happening and expect it to change, right? We have to ask a different, what can I be or do different so that I can influence and convince them to rule in my favor without even talking to them. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive, that will you destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad. And everywhere I have given away my power to someone else because I've decided I'm lesser than them. Will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, design, destroy, and uncreate all? Right, wrong, good,
Yes.
bad. That's poison. See, we're all infinite beings and we're all created with equal consciousness but diverse. So no one has been created lesser than anyone else. It's not like you watch in the movies where there's one hero who's more powerful or there's one person who's really special and all the rest are not. That's not how life is. Everyone is unique, everyone is special. We've all been created with equal consciousness but diverse. That means my consciousness is completely different from yours. But doesn't mean that you're not as powerful as me and I'm not as powerful as you. So everyone has that capacity. Now it comes down to choice. Are you choosing to even acknowledge that you have the capacity? Or are you choosing to say that you're powerless? Both is creation. When I say powerless, that should also be created. When I say I have no control over my landlord, guess what? You will have no control. Right? And why do we don't have to fight anyone. Life is not supposed to be a fight. This reality is more like life is a struggle. So when we have some points of view that life is a struggle, that's when things like this will show up in the external world. But when you get into kindness, gratitude, and being kind to yourself, the most important thing is how kind you be to yourself. Then only you can even be kind to others. Okay, so what can you, and you we can all be a different energy. We have to be a particular, there is a one energy that can sort everything. There are different energies that can sort different things. So you have to be that energy which can sort this for you. Now I don't know what energy is that, but you can ask a question. So what energy, space, consciousness, and choice can I be so that this problem that I have with my landlord resolves by itself in better ways than I can imagine, and everything that does not allow me to know, be, perceive, and receive, that will you destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, podcast.
Yes.
You guys have only one boss, that is you. No one else can boss you around unless you let it. Okay? And you are not a kind boss to yourself. You like beating yourself up. So everywhere, I have decided a boss is a bad person, and because I'm my own boss, I'm being bad to myself. Will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, poisonous. Simplest question. What else is possible? See, the way we are talking is they are more authoritative, they are more powerful. What is the underlying point of view there? I don't have a different choice here. I have no choice here. Collectively, people are against me. What is it coming to? I have no choice here. What is the question to get you into choice? What else is possible? Now, your logical mind may not even know how you can change this. But can you please ask what else is possible? What else is possible that I've not considered here? That if I do consider, will change everything for me. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and peons. Okay. So Zora, I think that should really help you. What else is possible? Simple and beautiful question. Let me never conclude. Let me always ask questions. Okay. So coming back to our own inner children, your own parts of you that are separated from you. So what can I be or do different? To be kind, caring, nurturing, and to be the energy that is required for all those parts that have separated from me to be with me, and for me to be with them in ways that I've never been before, so that I can become even more infinite than I am today. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. What do I love about the drama and separation? What do I love about making myself lesser so that I can prove to myself what I've decided about me that is lesser is true? So everything that brought up and let down for you, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. What energy, space, consciousness, and choice can I be or do different to be very kind, to be caring and nurturing to all the separated parts of me so that they choose to grow and be with me and enable me to be even more infinite than I am today? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Okay, someone asked me to talk about friendship. So I'm going to give you 2 words. You are your own best friend. If you're not your best friend, other friends don't work anyway. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So what can you be or do different to be your own best friend? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So I'm asking you guys, like Mother Earth for yourselves. Yes, Vijay.
What is being my own best friend?
I'll explain that. See, you guys, we all have friends who come and say, this is the mistake you made. And then they're like, I'm your best friend, so I'll tell you all your flaws. Now, that is not a best friend. So, non-judgment. How much you don't judge yourself as being your own best friend. Right? So, I'm there for you. I made a mistake, it's fine. I'm still there for myself. I had a flaw, it's fine. I'm still there for myself. Everyone in the damn world rejected me. Okay? But I'm still there for myself. That's being your own best friend. It's not that this person didn't pick up my call and then I'm like, oh no, they rejected me. I'm gone. I'm done. No one likes me. That is not being a friend. And even your friends in the world, you like people who are kind, don't we? At least I like people who are kind, right? So why don't we be kind to ourselves? And if the person comes and says, I really don't get it when this person says, see, I'm your friend. That's why I'm telling you all the mistakes you made. I mean, why would your friend come and tell you all the mistakes you made? They should be supporting you, right? So people have a confused notion of friendship itself. But that will stop when you be there for yourself. So it doesn't matter what the other person says. And even your best friends or friends would say bad things about you only if you are doing that to yourself. So everywhere I am not being there for myself. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. The same thing when we come to motherhood, let's be as kind to ourselves as Earth is. Right? If you make a mistake, Earth will not say, I will stop your air. Does it ever do that? No, it doesn't say, I'll stop the water I give you. It doesn't do that. So let us be that. That's the energy of the mother. Not like I tell my kid, you've made this mistake, this is what you've done wrong, this is how you should do better. How many of you as parents do that? Okay, I'm not making parents wrong, but I'm just telling you, like, there is a kind and nurturing way of taking care of your children. We don't have to make them wrong. Similarly, the younger ages of you, your own inner children, you don't have to fight with them, make them wrong, not like your past. So everything that is not allowing you to be the kind, caring, and nurturing energy for all those parts who have separated from you in such a way that they choose to come back to you and be with you, and you choose to be so much more of yourself. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Times a godzillion. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So, what do we love about our inner children so that you can keep being a child whom you don't have to take care of and no one else can take care of? So, everything that is times a godzillion, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. And when you are when there are parts of you separated and they take over, that's when you become powerless, helpless. If you know, if you know you're an infinite being and you're an adult, how different would your life be? How different would your choices be? And that is the truth. So everything that does not allow you to choose from being the adult of consciousness that you truly are, will you now destroy and create it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Who gets upset? Who keeps crying? Children. So if you keep crying, who is taken over? A different part of you that's still stuck as a child. Is the inner child our subconscious mind? No, it's actually not your subconscious mind, but it is like a memory stuck in your subconscious mind. It's a separated part of your subconscious mind, but it's not fully your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is much more than that. Your subconscious mind has more stuck things than inner children and more good things also. So everything that brought up and let down, will you now destroy and create it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So you guys all willing to become adults? I actually realized, I tell people all this. It was only when I was 30 years I started growing up. Till then I was a child. And everyone thinks by the time you're 20 you're adults. But I've seen 70-year-old people who are completely like children. They'll get angry at everything. There's this person who's like, my wife was giving me tea 5 minutes late. And that's what he's complaining to me, his whole problem. She's giving me 5 minutes late. How can I tolerate this? And actually, that time I was like, I had to do a lot of interesting point of view, because I was like, you have a wife who's giving you tea. Would you not be grateful for that? Why would you complain for being 5 minutes late? I mean, like, if someone is giving you tea, you should be like really, really grateful for that. But then anyway, right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, men. So people react. When you react, when you get triggered, who are you being in that moment? And that part of you that is reacting needs to be worked upon. So will you work on that? That is the energy of motherhood, and we all have to be that for ourselves. We have to be nurturing to ourselves. So that is where I would like to take you guys, if you're willing to go there. So what can you be or do different to be the kind, caring, nurturing energy for yourself, so that you never have to fight with yourself again? You never have to make another person more significant than you. You never have to struggle again. And you can truly choose ease with the whole of you. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and create it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And everywhere you've decided that motherhood is about worrying, about being afraid, and so you worry about your own past, you worry about your children, and you worry about everything else. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So, what can I be or do different to be kind, caring, and nurturing for all those separated parts of me? To be that energy which is required to heal that part so that it never ever has to separate from me again and I never have to choose anything less than what I truly am. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. My colleague told me that at your age, 50 years old, but I'm complaining like children. Is it a judgment? Could be. Everyone likes to judge. So everything that brought up and let down, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. But if I'm being an adult, would I complain? So we can also ask ourselves, who are you being when you're complaining? And see, complaining is not a contributive energy. The more you complain, your complaints will become more true. Is that what you really want? See, there's some people who tell you if you have a friend, offload all your problems to them, complain to them, get it out of your chest. But is that truly being an adult? Have you even, when you're a child, right? That's when you're like, I need someone else to go and tell all my problems and offload it to. When you're being an adult, can you not offload it to yourself? Can you not handle it yourself? And there are things that happen when you go tell others. It depends completely on the consciousness of the person and how. What I realized is if you just go and complain to people, they start having an impression about you. Okay, you know that this person is going to complain, and then when they get a chance, they'll use it against you. If they're your friends today, fine, but things change, right? And then if they can, they shall use it against you. So don't give ammunition to people to use against you. So before you even share with others, unless you're paying them for your therapy, which is a different story, then you know it's confidential and all that, it's a different story. But unless it's really required, you don't have to share things with others. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and girls. Adults need to share. Pratibha, need is not a word. No one needs anything. You are created as an infinite being. Now there's no question of need. You don't need to share. But if you would like to share, that's a different thing. There's nothing wrong in sharing. What I'm talking about is complaining, or you say I have to offload my problem. It's what you share, right? When you have a great conversation with someone about amazing things, like for example, I love talking about animals. When I talk about something amazing, it's different. The energy is so different. But when I go and say this person did this, that person was mad, this one was mean, there's a different energy to complaining. And there's nothing right or wrong with anything in the world. It's just that, is it creating greater for you or creating lesser for you? Creating greater or creating lesser? So if you choose to be an adult, it will tend to create greater things, right? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. I hope I answered your question, Pratibha, given you some clarity there. Okay, right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So what invention have I used to react in such a way that I've created so many inner children of my own, so much separation from myself, and yet I continue to do that? So everything that brought up and let down for you, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. What kind, caring, nurturing energy can I be for myself so that all my insecurities are taken care of? So that all my insecurities are transmuted into something that is so secure for me to realize the true security of the infinite being that I truly am. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So I hope all of you can hear me. So someone said I have to talk louder. Yeah, I'm a very soft, gentle person, so even my voice takes that. So everything that brought up my letter, and I destroyed it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So everywhere you've decided life is a struggle that you can't even hear what I say, will you now destroy and uncreate it to be more present, to get the energy with ease, and everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Pratibha is asking, what does security mean? Security is the opposite of insecurity. Do you know what insecurity means? Okay, if you know what insecurity means, security is opposite of that. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, and shots, boys and beyonds.
Fear
Yes,
is fear is the insecurity.
sorry?
Fear is the insecurity.
Fear is one form of insecurity. Insecurity is not trusting yourself, uh, not always being like anxious, insecure that I won't have enough money. So there are many types of insecurities. Security is knowing that I create my life and I can create great things. So that is what security is. And true security is comes from who you are, not from anything else. Money cannot give you security. Let's talk about Earth, right? If there's one flood, all of us can die. So there's no truth. It's not true that you're secure all the time.
That is there.
Yeah. So, but what is your true security? Who you be, the adult you be, the person you be. So security is something that you have to learn to be for yourself. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. It does not come from anyone else or anything else but from you. And that's what, and all the insecurities crop up because of your younger ages, some decision you made. As a kid, if your parents said you're not good, that will be locked in as one insecurity. If you have a fear, that's locked in as another insecurity. So that's what we are trying to get out of, right? What
People
will
want more security from us.
yes, from you, from your inner being, because you are something beyond anything else. And the greatest gift that you have is you. The greatest gift that you have is you, nothing more. Because if you're not there, what is the point of your house? What is the point of anything else? So
Yeah.
tomorrow, when the sun rises, you have to be there to see the sun. Then only the whole day matters, right? But for everyone, they take it for granted, like tomorrow will come anyway. But I'll worry about my money. I'll worry about my fear. I'll worry about my insecurity. So we all focus more on things that don't work rather than acknowledging that you being alive is a great gift.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So you have to be there for you, right? If you are not there, who else will be there for you? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all 9 shots.
At present, I am more insecure about my dog.
You're insecure about your
My dog, and that dog hasn't got the permanent home yet, and daughter is leaving on 30th. So my more insecurity towards her only.
that will not help. When you
Ah,
do that, you're going to delay her getting adopted.
okay.
So you have to believe that the universe will take care. What else is possible here?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, when you say what else is possible, you have to believe in the possibility. It's not that I will say what else is possible and later, but I'm insecure. My dog is not yet gone.
Mm-hmm.
You're undoing everything. Same thing. You say all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory, and then you
Uh-huh.
say life is so unfair.
Yeah, yeah.
So then it's just fighting with yourself, just waste of energy. You use the tool, you undo the tool. So
Whatever you say, you have to be in that particular tool.
yes, you have to be in that faith. See, today I got the dog. It's a wolf actually. Just keep with me and give me company. My mom didn't allow me to have a real dog yet, so everything that brought up and let down, I now destroyed and created. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So, what can you be or do different to go beyond your insecurities, to tap in to the true security of yourself, so that everything you desire shows up in better ways than you can imagine? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. What will it take for me to be the energy of the words you're putting up? Ah. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. But you're already that. So, what would it be like for me to know the infinite loving gratitude and the true consciousness that I am from and that I am? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. The only thing that will stop you from being that infinite and consciousness is thinking. And it's only one thing within the millions of thoughts per day. So, what can you do or be different? What can you be or do different to go beyond your thinking, to create something that is so magical and that will give you so much more of yourself? And everything that brought up and let down, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Everywhere I'm so used to being insecure as a way of living that I do not choose to see the true security that is there within me. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So, what can I be or do different to be the kind, caring, nurturing mother to all parts of me that require it, in such a way that I become more of myself and more infinite than ever before? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. If you have insecurities, you cannot feed it. So, what invention am I using to not be able to feed my insecurities so that they keep growing and growing and growing? Everything that brought up and let down, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. All the
Feeding means,
yes, Pratibha.
feeding means like insecurity. Feeding means we are living in that particular thing that is feeding the insecurity. Is it that?
When I say feeding, I mean when you have more insecurities, one insecurity will create another insecurity will create another. So feeding is like you keep on adding,
Okay, okay, okay.
and when you try to feed insecurities, it's never ending. You'll keep on having more and more. Now that's not what you want more of.
Yes.
Let me give you some awareness. If that is what you like and that is what you want more of, still it's not a great choice. That's one of the worst choices you can make. So given that we have better choices, let's stop feeding our own insecurities. So everything that brought up and let down for you, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. All the blame, shame, guilt, regret that I'm holding on to about the way I have been brought up or the way I have brought up my children, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resigned, destroy and uncreate all of that, including the Shiku implants and explants holding them in place? So everything that is times a godzillion, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, so no more children. Okay, no more like acting like children. I didn't say no more children. You're welcome to have children. No more acting like children. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So what can I be or do different to receive the kindness and the caring of Mother Earth, all the earth energies that can nurture me so that I don't have to even behave like a separated or an irritated child ever again? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Whatever is stopping me from choosing to be an adult from today, to be secure, to be in charge of my own life, and to create whatever I desire without me stopping myself and me coming in my own way. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Shiko means secret, hidden, invisible, covert, unseen, unheard, and then so many other things. But it actually means something that's hidden. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Okay, any questions? We can take some questions now.
Hi, Nithya.
Hello.
Nithya, I know this is off topic, but I just wanted to know, I need help with, I'm exercising a lot now. So, what can I do for my body to be at ease while I'm exercising? I know I'm doing the MTVSS, but there is a lot of pain, which is obvious when I'm doing a lot more exercise. But what can I do?
Are you suddenly exercising or do you exercise regularly?
I exercise regularly, but I've started doing much more than I used to.
So, see, when you suddenly increase anything on your body, the muscles will pain.
Yeah.
You have to increase very slowly. Ask your body, how much can I increase today? Increase only 2 steps today, then tomorrow 4 steps. If you suddenly increase, it is not kind to your body. And if you suddenly increase anything, you will have muscle pain for at least a week. It should go away by a week if it's muscle pain. So ask your body, is this the movement you would like to do? And how much
Okay.
movement would you like to do? Right,
Okay.
wrong, good, bad, pod, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds.
Sure. Thank you.
You're welcome. Again, you have to be kind to your body. When you suddenly take a crash diet or suddenly do a exercise, you've not been walking for days and suddenly you run like 5 kilometers, that's not kind to your body. So you need to be nurturing not only to yourself and your inner children, also to your body.
Yep.
Yeah. And how many of you are kind to your body? Everything that brought up and let down, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, boys. See, but your body is always kind to you. It's always been there for you, right? The way we treat it, it's a miracle that your body doesn't run away from you. It's a miracle. Like, just imagine looking at someone and telling them, I don't like you, you don't look good, you have to exercise, you this, that. They will run away, right? Even your best friends will run away. By the way, that's how you lose best friends. They come and say things like, you're not good at this, you made a mistake. So everything that brought up and let down, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, men. And have you done that? Have you gone and by mistake told one of your best friends something and then they don't like you anymore?
Lots of times.
Yeah, but your body doesn't run away from you, right?
Yeah, and I was actually thinking of that because with the weight that I was, I could have actually harbored a lot of diseases, which normally people say that comes with obesity. But my body has been so kind to me that it never gave me any of that, and I still abused it. So yeah, I'm talking a lot to my body and being kind to it now.
Please do that. It is not running away from you despite all the things you do. So let's be so extremely grateful for our body and be kind. So, what can I be or do different? To be kind, caring, and nurturing for my body and to be there for my body in ways that it has always been there for me. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Okay, so Himanshi is saying, as you said, only tell anything to someone who would be a contribution. What questions can we ask to be aware in this situation? I'm telling you to follow your awareness. I'm not telling you only tell when things are contributive. I'm just suggesting that's a better choice. Will this create for me? Basic question. For everything, before you talk to someone, will it create for me? Before you eat, will it create for me? Before I go out, will it create for me? What will this create for me? Will it create for me if it's light, or what will it create for me if it's light? So when I brought this wolf, I have many soft toys. So what did I ask? Which one will create the most for me? And that's the one I brought. Simple as that. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, poisonous. Always ask the question. The problem is sometimes you forget to ask the question, and then after you finished everything, then you have to go pot and pock. What stupidity did I create now? I now destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, poisoned, beyonds. And it's just fun. It's an adventure. Like if you make mistakes, you learn. So learn with fun. And if you ask questions and follow your awareness, it will work out. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Okay. One last question. Anyone has a question?
Yeah, Nithya, I want to ask. My niece is, she is 11 years old, but she is having a cough. And then I have done that cellular memory and all that, and biomimetic mimicry, but the cough is still there. So I mean to say, how to bring it about? Yeah, I mean,
Did you start with who does it belong to? Did you make her ask who does it belong to?
already.
Sorry?
Already. Who does this belong to? And then barriers down, expand yourself. And then biomimetic mimicry and cellular memory also.
Is
But
it like an allergy? Does it come in season or it's there always?
no, this one just happened for 1 week. Just happened for 1 week.
You can ask her, you can run what invention is she using, or ask her to run what invention am I using to create cough in my body. Everything that is, I destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, all nine shots, poison.
Thank you.
Thank you. Could be. Okay. Okay. So I think we'll close now, guys. Thank you so much for being there with me. I've given some very intense clearings today. You might want to
Yeah.
listen to it again.
Thank you, Nithya.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful energies
Thank
you.
you, Nithya. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful
Nithya. Bye-bye.
Gratitude.
Thank you. Thank you, Nithya.
Thank you so much.